इकोनॉमी में ऐसा क्या हो रहा है जिसकी वजह से गोल्ड का प्राइस भाग रहा है?
We are in that era where the US might lose its supremacy.
From here, what will happen to gold and silver?
In situations like this, gold has performed very well. Across the world, we have not seen so much conflict. And all this is driven by the US.
So what will happen to stock market?
अगर आप मेरे को पूछेंगे 5 साल में क्या होएगा, 5 years में the market will be it is today, even if we are in a state of war.
How do we decide कि right price क्या है?
जितना भी चार्ट देख लेंगे आप, कुछ भी कर लेंगे, essentially you want to be able to predict earnings. Warren Buffett is sitting on about 35 to 40% cash. He said very clearly in the next 5 to 10 years, we will see great opportunity.
क्वांट इन्वेस्टिंग एग्जैक्टली होता क्या है? बिकॉज बहुत लोगों ने क्वांट के बारे में सुना नहीं है. तो क्वांट में क्या होता है? What are the components? How do you follow quant investing or how to execute it? Can you share step by step details?
Yes, absolutely. So जब हम किसी से बात करते हैं कि quant investing क्या है, lot of investors also come to us. I think सबको ये दिमाग में ये लगता है कि it's a black box and इसके अंदर से कोई स्टॉक निकल आएगा and आप ये स्टॉक खरीद लोगे. People also sort of they get confused between quant investing and AI. दे थिंक दैट कोई रोबोट है जो आपको बता देगा, जो पूरा डेटा खुद से एनालाइज करके आपको बता देगा कि ये स्टॉक अच्छा है और अभी आप खरीद लीजिए. क्वांट इन्वेस्टिंग इज नॉट दैट. Right? So first I said the context that this is not quant investing. So what is quant investing essentially? Essentially it is a set of rules, right? So I have a set of rules in my mind, Bharat, कि I want to buy these kind of businesses. What kind of businesses do I want to buy? Businesses which have a high return on capital. Businesses where the promoter is actually increasing stake, not reducing stake. Businesses where working capital ratios are good, where there is growth, right? So when I'm putting down all these ratios or rules, I'm sort of making a quant investing box. I'm saying that it's sort of rule based investing. Quant is a fancier word. Quant means essentially quantitative, right? Something that you can actually count or there is no art to it, right? It is a science essentially. So we are saying that okay fine, these are the rules. Based on this I will get a certain stock portfolio, right? Now quant investing can be applied to different parts. Essentially when we are speaking about investing, we are speaking about what do you want to buy, how much do you want to buy, and when do you want to buy it, right? So we can apply the principles of quant investing on everything. So what do you want to buy, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि okay fine, you can have rules based on what kind of business you want to own, right? So there are many ways of making money in the market. There are people who are only investing in turnaround stories. There are people like Warren Buffett who are saying, I want to just buy consistent businesses, even if it is expensive, I don't mind, right? So you can use these quant investing rules based on what sort of suits your personality. But that's where you come to what you want to buy, and then how much do you want to buy. That's where again quant investing plays a role. Okay fine, position sizing कैसे करना है, right? Like how much of a stock do I want to move to a concentrated portfolio, या मुझे equal weighted 2-3% position size लेना है across 20-30 stocks, right? So that's, and when essentially when to buy, essentially valuation, right? So can you quantify the valuation? Okay fine, this is the price to earnings or EV by EBITDA. So quant investing essentially is a set of rules that you want to abide by.
अच्छा, okay. मतलब आप बोल रहे हो कि quant एक kind of like system है और इस सिस्टम को हम खुद मैनुअली फॉलो करने के बदले we are programming it in a what you say, code or computer.
Yeah, essentially what we are trying to do is that listing down all the rules, putting in the form of code, just so that it becomes easier for us to operate. You could also do it very well without code. Coding is not a sort of a requirement. It just makes it easier, the entire process. But you put down code and then you keep following those rules. So the journey starts with first testing those rules out, right? आपके दिमाग से आपको लगता है कि okay, say for example, lot of people might think like if the age of the promoter is more than 50, the promoter will do very well because he has a lot of experience. But if you look at data, right? So I always ask a question, okay fine, let's look at data then, right? If I look at like 50-60 years of data and I figured a promoter starting at 35 probably does much better than the promoter starting at, or when you're investing is 50. So the idea is that can you go through the past data to see if there are any patterns that exist.
Okay.
So एक concept है Bharat, क्या we always say that history does not repeat itself, but it rhymes. And what I mean by that is कि for example अभी COVID, what in 2020 what we saw, essentially in our lifetime it was the first time we saw something like this, right? But has something like this happened before we were here? Right? Yeah, like Spanish flu था, right? ये चीज हुआ था,
yes,
right? And what happens in periods like this? And exactly the same things play out actually, because economies get very depressed, then central bank has to print money to uplift the economy, and then when there's a lot of printing of money, then asset prices go up.
Just to take a step back, Spanish flu में क्या हुआ था?
So similar, right? Where a lot of people, there was a disease essentially like COVID, where outbreak हुआ था, where a lot of people lost their lives, right? And when people are losing their lives and economies are shutting down, people are not focusing on what to purchase. They are seeing that because it's happening at large scale, right? Millions of people. So when you study like economics and when you study what happens to the stock market and industries as a whole, you'll realize अच्छा same चीज हुए थे, right? इंडस्ट्री बंद हो गए थे. अगर इंडस्ट्री बंद हो गए तो इकोनॉमी डाउन हो गया था. अगर इकोनॉमी डाउन हो गया तो क्या हो रहा था नेक्स्ट? who's trying to revive? तो सेंट्रल बैंक is trying to revive the economy. So these same events have come and transpired in different ways. See, the world has existed for thousands of years, right? So what we are seeing or what we will experience has probably come in some form or the other. That's what Ray Dalio also speaks about. It has come in some form or the other. Maybe it will not be the most precise and exact form. It will not behave the most exact way. But if it has happened in the past, then can we learn from that? Otherwise, we get taken by surprise. Oh, everything is shut down, market will crash. Right? But after April, you just see how the market rallied. April 2020, last 5 years, April 2020 to 2024 has been a dream run. But Ray Dalio came out and tweeted in 2020 that get your hands on any asset that you can get your hands on, right? And but why is he saying that with so much confidence? And because he's saying नहीं ये पहले हुआ है, ऐसी चीजें हुई है.
Just to comprehend this, आपने ना actually you give so much of information and so concentrated from ना कुछ ऑडियंस को डिकोड करने में थोड़ा सा मतलब ये हो सकता है.
सही बात है.
So just अभी आपने जो concentrated information दिया ना, actually it's very very important just to like decode it or make it a little slower for everyone to understand. जब भी कोई बड़ा इवेंट होता है जैसे कि कोविड हुआ, पहले स्पेनिश फ्लू हुआ था या आगे भी कुछ होगा, और अगर मान लो इकोनॉमी शटडाउन होता है तो उसको रिवाइव करने का जिम्मेदारी जैसे सेंट्रल बैंक का, जैसे इंडिया में आरबीआई है.
करेक्ट,
राइट. और जब ये रिवाइव करने के लिए आरबीआई क्या करता है, सेंट्रल बैंक्स क्या करते हैं?
तो जनरली सेंट्रल बैंक्स ओनली हैव उनके टूल बॉक्स में ना सिर्फ 2 ही टूल होते हैं. एक तो मनी प्रिंटिंग, सेकंड है इंटरेस्ट रेट.
अच्छा, ओके,
राइट है. जैसे हम इतना इंपॉर्टेंस होता है ना सीएनबीसी पे, अरे आज आरबीआई का मीटिंग है, आज आरबीआई का मीटिंग है. वो मीटिंग में करते क्या है आरबीआई? आपको कुछ डेटा पॉइंट्स देते हैं और फिर बोलते हैं कि 25 बेसिस पॉइंट बढ़ाया है घटाया.
अच्छा,
राइट है. एंड द सेकंड इज प्रिंटिंग. प्रिंटिंग के लिए वो मीटिंग नहीं करते. दे कैन प्रिंट हाउ मच ऑफ मनी दे वांट. देयर आर ऑब्वियसली रूल्स, हर कंट्री के अपने रूल रहते हैं कि प्रिंटिंग कितना करना है या नहीं करना है, बट वो रूल्स आरबीआई ही डिटरमाइन करती है.
अच्छा, ओके,
राइट. तो ये 2 टूल है जिसके बेसिस पे वो इकोनॉमी को चलाते हैं. To make it, taking one more step back, हम ये एक एरा में है, इट इज कॉल्ड द फिएट करेंसी एरा. तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट फिएट करेंसी का कैसे शुरू हुआ था? जैसे हम बचपन में हमने पढ़ाई किया था कि बार्टर सिस्टम होता था. आप एक गोनी चावल दो, उसके सामने आपको मे बी ज्वार मिल जाएगा. करेक्ट है. बट इट वॉज इनकन्वीनियंट, राइट, टू डू समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो गवर्नमेंट ने बोला कि या जो भी महाराजा था या राजा था, बोला कि इसके इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस व्हाई डोंट यू यूज गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर. वो आप जेब में लेके आराम से घूम सकते हो. सो दैट वाज एसेंशियली द फॉर्म ऑफ करेंसी. देन स्लोली बोला कि यू डोंट नीड गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर, डू वन थिंग, आप 1 किलो गोल्ड रखिए, उसके सामने इक्विवेलेंट आप करेंसी लेके जाइए ना, प्रिंट करके. तो बट जितना भी करेंसी उतना आपको गोल्ड बैक करना पड़ेगा. राइट. देन फाइनली प्रेसिडेंट निक्सन केम इन द यूएस और उन्होंने बोला यार ये ना गोल्ड वोल्ड का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, अभी आपको जितना प्रिंट करने का आप प्रिंट करो. माई वर्ड इज लाइक द वर्ड ऑफ गॉड. राइट. तो हम ये एरा में आ गए. सो दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ दैट 1971 that has changed the entire world now. Right. That we are in this era, it is called fiat currency. And ये चीज़ जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Because अभी जिनको whoever wants they can print money, whichever government wants they can print money. And the entire world economy is driven by whoever is the reserve currency, which is the dollar essentially. Right. So we are in this era where जितना भी प्रिंट करना है आप प्रिंट कर सकते हैं. That's why asset prices keep going up.
ओके.
बिकॉज जितना भी आपको प्रिंट करना है आप कर सकते हैं. एंड एसेट्स तो फॉर एग्जांपल गोल्ड हो गया या लैंड हो गया, वो तो लिमिटेड सप्लाई में है. जितना जमीन है उतना ही है दुनिया में, उसके ऊपर आप बना नहीं सकते हैं. बट मोर एंड मोर पीपल आर गेटिंग मोर एंड मोर करेंसी इन द हैंड टू परचेज दैट सेम एसेट. तो नेचुरली उसका डिमांड तो बढ़ते जाएगा क्योंकि सप्लाई तो लिमिटेड है. राइट. तो दैट्स व्हाई आप कभी वॉरेन बफेट को सुनेंगे से बचपन से मुझे पता था आई विल बी वेरी रिच. It is not self-confidence. It's because we are in the era of fiat currency. I will own assets. Asset price will go up because they will keep printing.
तो इसीलिए बोला जाता है ना कि अगर कैश होल्ड कर रहे हो तो यू आर लूजिंग मनी.
हाँ, यू आर लूजिंग वैल्यू, यू आर जैसे सिंपल राइट इन्फ्लेशन का जो एग्जांपल्स हम यूजर्स को देते हैं कि आप अगर एक मैकडोनल्ड्स बर्गर खरीदने जाते थे, मे बी इट वाज 12 रुपीज़ और 20 रुपीज़, नाउ मे बी इट्स 40 or 50 रुपीज़, राइट, दैट सेम बर्गर इसेंशियली इट योर मनी यू कैन नॉट बाय द सेम गुड्स टुडे.
सो एसेंशियली आप ये बता रहे हो कि अगर मान लो कि आने वाले टाइम में मान लो आरबीआई या कोई देश का गवर्नमेंट ये बोलता है कि हम नोट्स प्रिंट करने वाले हैं, तो उसकी वजह से क्या स्टॉक मार्केट ऊपर जाएगा? बिकॉज एसेट है ना, एसेट का वैल्यू ऊपर जाना चाहिए.
Correct. So essentially the stock market is driven by multiple factors. One of the factors जो आप बता रहे हैं कि RBI या जो भी सेंट्रल बैंक है वो प्रिंटिंग ऑफ करेंसी करेंगे. It is a very big factor. How much they print. So for example आज जैसे हम बात करें RBI में प्रिंटिंग तो चालू ही है, प्रिंटिंग तो कंटिन्यूसली होता है. जो क्वांटम ऑफ प्रिंटिंग है दैट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. टू गिव कॉन्टेक्स्ट, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स का बैलेंस शीट जो है फेड बैलेंस शीट बोलते हैं, जो उनका फेड का बैलेंस शीट साइज इन 2020 was $4 trillion का साइज था, एसेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज. उन्होंने लास्ट 25-30 ईयर्स में $4 trillion के आसपास प्रिंट किया था. 2020 में बिकॉज इकोनॉमी में इतना बड़ा स्लम्प आया था, उन्होंने 6 महीने में $4.5 trillion प्रिंट किया. सो दे प्रिंटेड व्हाट दे प्रिंटेड इन 25 years, दे प्रिंटेड इन 6 months.
Okay.
और वो पैसा डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली स्टॉक मार्केट में आ जाता है, राइट, क्योंकि वो पैसा बैंक्स के पास जाता है. बैंक्स के पास अभी एम्पल सप्लाई है. फॉर एग्जांपल आप कोई बैंक में जाएंगे, उनके पास बहुत सारा पैसा पड़ा है, दे विल रिड्यूस इंटरेस्ट रेट्स, राइट. तो सिंह तो अभी सप्लाई तो बहुत है, हमें तो बांटना है. तो एट वन पॉइंट इन 2020 इंटरेस्ट रेट कम डाउन टू 0. मतलब आप बैंक जाके आप पैसा उधार पे लेके आप धंधा कर सकते थे, उसको आप ब्याज भी नहीं लग रहा था आपको, राइट. तो indirectly why not borrow if you can get it at 0%, right, and invest that money. So that translates into the stock market, and then the stock market starts moving.
Okay. Great. Actually देखिए हमने स्टार्ट किया था quant investing से and we ended up discussing about money and how printing of the money impacts the stock market. So ऋषभ, I think last year आपने पोर्टफोलियो का 40%
was
40% आपने गोल्ड में मूव कर दिया, राइट. एंड यू आर व्हाट यू से राइट बाय अ वेरी बिग मार्जिन. एंड गोल्ड इज द मल्टी बैगर इन द रीसेंट टाइम, इफ यू हैव सीन,
राइट,
कि अभी आप देखोगे तो ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी में ऐसा क्या हो रहा है जिसकी वजह से गोल्ड का प्राइस भाग रहा है. और अभी रिसेंटली रॉबर्ट कियोसाकी ने ये बोला था कि सिल्वर का जो है इट विल इंक्रीज बाय 50% अगेन. अभी $50 के आसपास होगा, वो बोल रहे हैं $75 जाएगा.
करेक्ट.
तो अभी वर्ल्ड में ऐसा क्या हो रहा है, ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी में ऐसा क्या हो रहा है जिसकी वजह से दुनिया भर के जो सेंट्रल बैंक्स हैं दे आर रनिंग बिहाइंड गोल्ड.
सो इसेंशली रे डालियो इस चीज़ के बारे में, रॉबर्ट कियोसाकी इस चीज़ के बारे में, दे आर वेरी वोकल अबाउट इट. वो बता रहे कि एक्चुअली वी आर इन दिस एरा वेयर रीसेट होने वाला है, ग्लोबल रीसेट बोलते हैं. एंड वी से ग्लोबल रीसेट मतलब कि आज हमने हमारे लाइफ टाइम में एक ही सुपर पावर देखा है, विच इज़ द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, एंड देयर इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ शिफ्ट ऑफ पावर. तो एज पर रे डालियो स्टडी अबाउट 80-90 ईयर्स लगता है फॉर द शिफ्ट ऑफ पावर. एवरी 80-90 ईयर्स दैट बिग साइकिल चेंजेस. सो वी गो थ्रू लॉट ऑफ स्मॉल साइकिल्स, और एक बिग साइकिल चलता है जो शिफ्ट आ रहा है. सो वी आर वेरी क्लोज टू दैट शिफ्ट. And essentially, we are in that era where the US might lose its supremacy. Maybe it might take 3 years, 5 years, but we are already seeing that all the symptoms of it coming out right now, right? With this H-1B visa, and as we speak, putting 100% tariff on China, trying all their hands on, different things, because they are sort of, they are in a situation, they're sort of fighting a situation, they're not able to come out of that situation.
Okay.
So,
what is that situation?
So अभी situation यही है कि they have about $37 trillion of debt.
Okay.
Right? इन्होंने they have come to this level of this large an economy with this crazy spending power that they have is because of ये लोन लेते गए exactly, and print करके लोन लेते गए, and also बाकी countries से भी लोन लिया. So a lot of the debt is owned by a lot of other countries also, and उसको खर्चा करते गए into unproductive assets. Not completely unproductive, but a large part of it is unproductive assets. Right? तो अभी वो unproductive assets, so you cannot sell it anymore. Now this debt needs to be repaid. Right? जिनसे लिया है उन्होंने लोन, उनको रीपे तो करना पड़ेगा. So next 4 years they need to repay about $28 trillion or $30 trillion. That number keeps changing every day, but essentially they need to repay. Now to repay there are only 2 ways. या तो आप बोलो कि refinance कर दे हम ये debt को, तो एक काम करते हैं इसको और 10 साल पुश कर लेते हैं, I'll give you better interest. But most of these countries are now not in a position to refinance. जैसे हमको हमारा पैसा वापस दो, आपके ऊपर हमें बिल्कुल भरोसा नहीं है.
ओके
राइट. तो अगर रीफाइनेंस नहीं होता है तो क्या करें, तो प्रिंट करके आपको देना पड़ेगा. एंड दे ऑल्सो नो कि ज़्यादा प्रिंट करेंगे तो इन्फ्लेशन बहुत हाई हो जाएगा. तो 2020 में व्हेन दे प्रिंटेड $4.5 trillion, इन्फ्लेशन वेंट टू 9%. एंड वी सॉ हाउ एसेट प्राइसेस वेंट अप.
करेक्ट.
तो जब एसेट प्राइस ऊपर जाता है ना, द गैप बिटवीन द रिच एंड द पुअर गोज अप वेरी हेविली. एंड वे क्यों होता है? बिकॉज द रिच ओन एसेट्स. जैसे आपने बताया रॉबर्ट कियोसाकी के बारे में, ही रोट अबाउट दिस इन 1980, इफ यू नो, भरत. एंड ही रोट इट सो सिंपली, राइट? इफ यू वांट टू बिकम रिच, जस्ट ओन एसेट्स, दैट्स इट. You know, this paper currency, so many times, you know, he speaks and he crushes the paper and he says, what is this? This is worthless. And he is right about it. It is worthless. Right? So, because the rich own assets, that gap between the rich and the poor keeps going up, which causes political unrest, social unrest in the country.
Okay.
Right? So, in times like this, gold ends up doing very well. You know, coming to the question you asked, you know, we have 40% gold in our portfolio. Essentially, there are two reasons to have gold in our portfolio. One thing is, हम ना past data देखते हैं 20, 30, 40 years, and gold plays very well in terms of balancing the portfolio with equities. तो आप for example आप Nifty long term return देखेंगे, Nifty has given 12% per annum. Maximum Nifty has fallen, maybe 2008 it fell about 55-56%. And in 2020 it fell about 38-39% from its peak value. And gold आप देखेंगे, it has given similar 10 to 12% per annum, and maximum drawdown it has seen is about say 25-30%. बट आप दोनों अगर कंबाइन करके 50-50 वाला पोर्टफोलियो बनाएंगे तो आप देखेंगे कि आपका रिस्क एडजस्टेड रिटर्न्स बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है. सो यू येट मेक 12%, बट योर मैक्स ड्रॉडाउन इज अबाउट 20-22%. So you made the same amount of money without risking as much. Right? So that's why gold was one part of the reason why it is a part of our portfolio. We generally don't go into prediction. We are not predicting whether gold will go up or down from here. What we are saying is that how has it played in the past, and are we in a similar situation today?
Achha,
right? So for example, like a lot of the Ray Dalio's and Kiyosakis are saying that we are in a situation like the 1930s. जहाँ पे you know ये tariffs होने ही वाला है, where the US is going to become volatile. You know, so in situations like this, gold has performed very well. That's why gold has been 40% of our portfolio. We keep changing our view based on, you know, different quant models and how data, you know, keeps coming in, and we keep seeing that okay, fine, if the situation is going to change, then we need to change our view. But we want to use data to make that prediction.
But आप 1930 का बोल रहे हो ना, 1930 में जब ऐसी चीज़ें हुई थी तो अनरेस्ट इतना बढ़ गया था. मतलब पहले तो स्टार्ट होते हैं इकोनॉमिक सैंक्शन से, ट्रेड से, और उसके बाद इट एंड अप इनटू वॉर.
Right.
So right now, do you see like such similar things are being developed?
See, 100%, right? As we speak, वो symptoms तो दिख ही रहे हैं. Like across the world, we have not seen so much conflict. Like every day, the leader of different nations is coming up with a tweet and saying, okay, you know, I'm going to impose this sanction, I'm going to impose this sanction, I'm going to... And all this is driven by the US.
Yes.
And the reason it's driven by the US is क्या होता है ना, जब आप if you look at from a layman's perspective, आप एक position of power में हो and आपको लगता है कि अब मेरी कुर्सी छीनी जाएगी, तो आप you will do everything you can to retain your position. Right? But you know, for example, Ray Dalio ने study किया था कि 35 countries he has studied who have gone through a situation like this over the last 500-600 years, and only 3 or 4 have actually been able to maintain their position. He recently came up with a new book called How Countries Go Broke. And he has written, he's talking to the US government saying, if you want to save yourself, these are the things that you need to do. And he's saying the things that you need to do are very difficult. For example, अगर आप debt crisis में हैं, पहला चीज़ है you have to cut spending. Right? You have to become frugal in your lifestyle. Becomes very hard for someone like, you know, who has been spending all their life to do something like that. But he's saying आपको दूसरा कोई option नहीं है. You know? Correct. You'll have to come into a collaborative environment, which they're not able to create, which they're not able to do. He has predicted, a lot of other guys have also predicted that, you know, someone like Trump will come in. And, you know, he will be a very vocal guy. He will, you know, promise things that he will not be able to deliver.
Yes.
But these are symptoms of this environment that we are in. This is nothing that it is not going to happen. It has happened in the past also. But in different ways. There was not Trump, maybe there was someone else.
Yes. मतलब डेस्परेट टाइम में ऐसे लीडर्स को चुना जाता है.
हाँ, डेस्परेट टाइम में ऐसे लीडर्स को चुना जाता है क्योंकि वो ऐसे प्रोमिसेस करते हैं आपको. बिकॉज आप भी सफ़र कर रहे हैं, ये बोलेगा नहीं, यू नो, ही विल सेव अस.
अच्छा, ओके.
एंड ऐसे ही लीडर आएगा जो यू नो जो सच्चा आदमी है, जो एक्चुअली हु केयर्स अबाउट इट, ही विल नॉट कम बिकॉज ही इज नॉट गोइंग टू मेक फॉल्स प्रोमिसेस.
ट्रू, दैट इज़ वेरी ट्रू यार. बट अभी अब आप देखोगे ना तो इतने टर्मोइल्स है राइट नाउ, एंड यू आर सेइंग दैट जब भी टर्मोइल्स बढ़ते हैं, लाइक अभी करेंसी का हो गया, लीडरशिप का हो गया, लॉट ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, तो ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट में अगर मान लो ये आने वाले टाइम में सीवियर होते जाएंगे, तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज from here, what will happen to gold and silver? One thing. Second, most important question is, most of the viewers are stock market investors. So what will happen to stock market? Like stock market में अगर कोई है तो उन्हें क्या अप्रोच लेना चाहिए to protect their money? And अभी आपने बोला ना कि ऐसे टर्मोइल टाइम्स में ना जो एसेट्स होल्ड करते हैं वो अमीर बनते हैं और जो एसेट्स होल्ड नहीं करते वो गरीब बनते हैं, राइट? तो ऐसे टाइम में क्या करना चाहिए?
सो मैं ना आपका जो दूसरा सवाल है एक्विटीज़ के लिए, आई आंसर दैट फर्स्ट. आप अगर देखेंगे भरत, विच इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट हाइस्ट रिटर्निंग स्टॉक मार्केट्स इन द वर्ल्ड टुडे, अगर आप परसेंटेज टर्म्स में देखेंगे यू विल बी सरप्राइज. आप investing.com पे जाइए एंड वहाँ पे सॉर्ट करिए, मे बी लाइक 5, 10, 15 year returns. 2 countries essentially, Karachi Stock Exchange and Istanbul Stock Exchange. Really. So you will be surprised, right? Because I was also just going there saying, let me see what has happened to Pakistan. Right? They have been in a state of war since the last 20, 30 years and sort of, they've never had a stable government ever.
Correct.
Right? So, what happens to a country like this? And you will be surprised that they have done extremely well. I think the index itself has done a 10x in the last 10, 15 years. मतलब index 10x करना मतलब बहुत बड़ी बात हो जाती है, right? So the question comes कि क्यों? How did it happen? Essentially क्या होता है ना कि in places where there is a lot of war, a lot of spending is needed on defense and things that are not necessary, right? In cases like this, inflation goes very high.
Okay.
And when inflation goes high, who benefits? The companies who are able to pass on inflation. For example, आज अगर आप हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर से एक चॉकलेट खरीद रहे हैं 10 रुपये का, अगर रॉ मटेरियल चॉकलेट का रॉ मटेरियल अगर उसका प्राइस बढ़ गया तो वो 10 का 15 खरीद कर लेगा, राइट है? आप तो खरीदने ही वाले चॉकलेट तो, राइट? एंड दैट विल सॉर्ट ऑफ ट्रांसलेट इन द स्टॉक प्राइस ऑफ हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर.
ओके.
राइट. तो पाकिस्तान में भी वो हुआ है, इस्तांबुल में भी हुआ है. इस्तांबुल एसेंशियली इन्फ्लेशन वाज 35-40%. So you can be in Pakistan, very bad country, war torn, and yet you can maintain your purchasing power by being invested in the stock market.
Okay.
Right? So that coming back to that part where we are saying here, you have to have exposure to assets. Because ये क्या करेंगे, economy revive करने के लिए वो भी पैसा छाप रहे हैं. Right? And then inflation goes up. And then inflation goes up, then price of all assets go up. So you have to be exposed. You cannot keep money in the bank.
Okay.
आप ऐसा बैंक में नहीं रख सकते. So Karachi or Istanbul is a very good example to tell you that even in bad countries with bad shapes, the market has done well. The second thing is that timing is important, and the price you get in is also important. You cannot blindly buy at any price. If things are expensive, you need to know that things are expensive. Right? That's where little bit of study is needed. मतलब अगर आप retail investor आप blindly, अगर आपको market को out perform करना है, right, you cannot just blindly enter and exit. You will have to make sure that okay fine, you are entering at the right price. But अगर आप मेरे को पूछेंगे 5 साल में क्या होएगा, 5 years में the market will be a lot higher than where it is today, even if we are in a state of war. Right? Even if that is there, it will be at a lot.
Okay, understood. But यहाँ ना एक इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. अभी आप बोल रहे थे ना राइट प्राइस पे खरीदना ज़रूरी है. तो 3 साल पहले ना लोगों को लग रहा था गोल्ड बहुत महंगा है, थोड़ा वेट कर यार. कल लास्ट 2 years में आया महंगा हो गया, अभी और महंगा हो गया. तो हाउ डू वी डिसाइड कि राइट प्राइस क्या है, गोल्ड या स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करने का या सिल्वर में इन्वेस्ट करने का?
So we'll segregate both of them. गोल्ड को सेपरेटली देखेंगे, स्टॉक मार्केट को सेपरेटली देखेंगे. अगर हम स्टॉक मार्केट का बात करते हैं तो इसेंशली एवरीथिंग इज अ डिस्काउंट ऑफ द फ्यूचर वैल्यू. करेक्ट है कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर एक कंपनी है आगे 10 साल में 20% ग्रोथ करने वाला है और से 100 रुपये से चालू कर रहे हैं और एंड ऑफ द 10th year वो समझो 300 रुपया कमाने वाला है, कैन वी डिस्काउंट दैट एंड गेट डाउन टू कि आज उसका ट्रू वैल्यू क्या होना चाहिए, राइट? सो इसेंशियली फॉर द स्टॉक मार्केट यू हैव टू बी एबल टू प्रेडिक्ट अर्निंग्स. एवरीथिंग रिवॉल्व्स अराउंड दैट. आप जितना भी चार्ट देख लेंगे, आप कुछ भी कर लेंगे, इसेंशियली यू वांट टू बी एबल टू प्रेडिक्ट अर्निंग्स कि कंपनी पैसा कमाएगी या नहीं कमाएगी, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द एनवायरनमेंट नाउ? फॉर एग्जांपल टुडे एज वी स्पीक, Warren Buffett is sitting on about 35 to 40% cash. He was recently asked in the AGM, उनको पूछा गया था कि आप 40% कैश पे क्यों बैठे? क्या आपको लगता है कोई मार्केट क्रैश आने वाला है या ये आपके आखिरी साल है तो आर यू लीविंग सम कैश फॉर द नेक्स्ट गाय ग्रेग एबल सो दैट ही कैन हैव अ गुड स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट? ही सेड सी मेरा तो कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत क्लियर है कि अगर बहुत सब कुछ महंगा मिल रहा है तो मुझे कुछ खरीदना नहीं है. ही सेइंग कि आई विल स्विंग माई बैट वेरी ओकेजनली एंड ही सेड वेरी क्लियरली इन द नेक्स्ट 5 to 10 years वी विल सी great opportunities where things will come at such crazy prices, right? Where it will become screaming buys. and you don't need to, you know, right now as we speak, it's not like anything is at a screaming buy, right? We all know we are at, especially in the US, everything is at inflated valuations.
Correct.
S&P 500 is at almost like, you know, very peak values.
Correct.
In India also, it's not like things are available very cheap, right? So essentially, to answer that question, ke how to decide what is cheap or expensive, you have to be able to predict earnings, and you discount, and then you come down to, okay, fine, ये है true value ये business का. See, आपको काम तो करना पड़ेगा, आपको मेहनत तो करना पड़ेगा. आप एक प्राइस, you know, stock price chart देख के बोलेंगे कि I'll become a stock picker, not possible, right? Warren Buffett is Warren Buffett because वो बचपन से दिन का 12 से 14 घंटा एक रूम में बैठ के
Correct.
hundreds of thousands maybe of businesses he has gone through, right? And he has seen lots of failures also. So that's, you know, that's how you value businesses, by being able to predict earnings, understanding the industry and the environment. Gold का जैसे हम बात करेंगे, gold is very much driven by central bank buying and selling.
Okay.
So to predict price of gold becomes very difficult. But when do you want to own gold? That's the question. You want to own gold in times like today. You want to own gold when environment is very volatile. You can look at gold data as a part of your equity portfolio. Okay, you know, I have a, you know, certain equity portfolio, certain gold portfolio. I will never say, you know, you go to 100% gold, right? Anyone can be wrong. Anything can change. Tomorrow, you know, we can get out of the crisis also. So you want a well diversified portfolio.
Okay.
राइट सो हार्ड टू टाइम गोल्ड बिकॉज इट इज ड्रिवन बाय कौन सा सेंट्रल बैंक कितना खरीदेगा. बट अगर हम ऐसा ही एनवायरनमेंट देखेंगे पास्ट में, देन एनवायरनमेंट लाइक दिस गोल्ड हैज डन वेरी वेल.
बट लास्ट ईयर ना, जब आपने गोल्ड में 40% ऑफ द पैसा मूव किया अपने पोर्टफोलियो का, गोल्ड प्राइस ऑलरेडी बहुत ज़्यादा था. तो उस टाइम मतलब हाउ डिड यू लाइक पिन पॉइंट दैट कि यार अभी भी गोल्ड का प्राइस ऊपर जा सकता है?
सो आई वॉज नॉट अगेन, यू नो, बट आई वॉज नॉट ट्राइंग टू प्रेडिक्ट वेदर गोल्ड विल गो अप और डाउन. मैं क्या कर रहा था, मैं देख रहा था क्योंकि फाइन इफ आई हैव I don't want to hold any sort of currency. That's the first thing, right? Currency sort of is getting depreciated every day. So one concept that we look at is you look at gold in USD terms, you look at gold in INR terms.
Okay.
Long-term gold USD terms में has given 6-7%, INR terms has given 10%. Look at gold in Pakistan rupiah terms has probably given 25%. Look at gold in Turkish lira terms, probably given 35%. So gold is a very good asset to sniff out inflation and currency depreciation.
Okay.
Right? तो अगर हम वो environment में जहाँ पे printing बहुत होने वाला है, I want to be a owner of gold. Right? So we always had that view that नहीं printing बहुत होने वाला है. That's why we want to be owner of gold. That was view number 1. View number 2 was that okay fine, अगर मैं equity portfolio के साथ mix करता हूँ तो मेरा risk बहुत कम हो जाता है. So I was not saying कि 80,000 से 1,25,000 होगा. I don't know where it's going to go tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
I don't have that view and I don't take that view ever.
Understand. Yes.
So you know that. Yeah.
Just to simplify it for the retail investors, अगर मान लो कि कोई retail investor को ये decide करना है कि कब मुझे गोल्ड और सिल्वर में इन्वेस्ट करना है, तो टॉप 3 फैक्टर्स उन्हें क्या देखना चाहिए?
So अगर आप गोल्ड के बारे में अगर आपको यू नो आपको व्यू बनाना है, तो आइडियली व्हाट यू वांट टू डू इज आप 30, 40, 50 इयर्स ऑफ डेटा देखिए. अब देखिए कि कभी गोल्ड ने अच्छा किया, कभी खराब किया है. राइट, देयर आर पीरियड जहाँ पे फ्लैट हुआ है एंड इक्विटीज हैव डन वेरी वेल.
यस यस.
राइट, जब भी रियल इकोनॉमी बहुत अच्छी तरह से चलती है, गवर्नमेंट बहुत स्टेबल है, इक्विटीज विल डू वेरी वेल. राइट, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे मोदी गवर्नमेंट आई 2014 में, वी सॉ दैट 2014 to 17-18 का क्रेजी रैली इन इक्विटीज.
यस,
बिकॉज इकोनॉमी वाज वेरी स्टेबल. राइट, बट इफ and also depends on the world, right? अगर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी बहुत अनस्टेबल है, इट बिकम्स हार्ड फॉर इक्विटीज टू डू वेल. बिकॉज फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर रोज पॉलिसी चेंज हो रहा है, तो बेचारा फैक्ट्री ओनर क्या करेगा?
यस.
एक दिन आप बोलते हो 30% टैरिफ, एक दिन आप बोलते हो 100% टैरिफ. वो कैलकुलेशन तो रोज नहीं बदल सकता है. राइट, सो इट बिकम्स हार्ड फॉर बिजनेसेस टू डू वेल. दे विल अडेप्ट इवेंचुअली.
यस.
देन इन टाइम्स लाइक दिस गोल्ड एज वेल.
उस टाइम डिफेंसिव हो जाता है बिजनेस ओनर्स.
उस टाइम के बिजनेस ओनर्स कुछ कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं बिकॉज रोज पॉलिसी चेंजेस आ रहे हैं. यू नो,
करेक्ट.
Though we are that, but it's important to know that which country also you are investing in terms of equities. Like we are in a very stable country right now. We have a stable government. But after all these, you know, tariffs that have come in, our government is actively trying to, you know, say reduce GST, improve the taxes. Right? They're trying to stimulate the economy.
Correct.
Thinking, nahi, we want India to do well.
Yes. Okay. So, अगर next 5 years के लिए, if you want to pick say top 3 assets like next 5 years, so which would be those assets in the priority? Number 1 priority पे कौन सा होगा, second में कौन सा होगा, third कौन सा होगा?
So first will always be equities.
Okay.
Second will be gold. Third will be land.
Land.
Essentially, you want to be owner of hard assets.
Okay. लैंड इन द सेंस आप प्लॉट्स बोल रहे हो कि मतलब ये एग्रीकल्चर लैंड काइंड ऑफ बोल रहे हो?
तो इसेंशली कैसा है ना कि आई डिड नॉट से द वर्ड रियल एस्टेट पर्पसली, बिकॉज रियल एस्टेट में कैसा है, इफ फॉर एग्जांपल बॉम्बे बैंगलोर जैसे मार्केट है, वहाँ पे FSI अनलिमिटेड अवेलेबल मिलता है, राइट है। जैसे म्यूनसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन है, उनको लगा कि हमको और स्टैम्प ड्यूटी कलेक्ट करना है, वो FSI 3 का 5 कर देंगे, 5 का 7 कर देंगे, एंड हवे में फ्लैट्स बढ़ते जाएंगे। तो दिस बिकम्स अनलिमिटेड सप्लाई, and it is and buildings are a depreciating asset, they are not an appreciating asset. So I stay away from real estate investing, but land is sort of limited in supply.
मतलब फ्लैट वगैरह जो है उसमें
हाँ,
नहीं जाना
उसमें
है,
आपको नहीं जाना है। हाँ, if you get an opportunity, land is also a very localized market. You know, Robert Kiyosaki himself is a very big investor, you know, in real estate, and if you have to invest in land, he says take the center point of the city or the metro, and वहाँ से 2 किलोमीटर रेडियस में आपको जो भी मिलता है अगर अच्छे प्राइस पे तो आप ले लीजिएगा, राइट। इस थिंक डोंट गो टू फार आउट बिकॉज द सिटी एक्सपैंड्स,
करेक्ट,
right? Don't go so far out, but it is a localized market. To find opportunities, it's not like you can just decide one day कि आज मुझे लैंड खरीदना है और मैं 2 ब्रोकर को फ़ोन किया आप मेरे को ज़मीन दीजिए, नहीं। You have to create a, it's like the stock market, right?
Yes, yes.
आपने अपने ब्रोकर को बोला कि क्या खरीदूँ, उससे आप वेल्थ नहीं बनाने वाले हो, आपको खुद रिसर्च करके आपको डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा कि मुझे क्या खरीदना है। सो इसेंशली equities, then gold and then land. Why land last? Because उसमें in and out it takes very a lot of time. Illiquid investment रहता है, stamp duty, taxes ये वगैरह बहुत सारे चीज़ रहते हैं। Gold and equities is the easiest. Equities also there's a lot more opportunity to make money. क्या है ना, रोज प्राइस फ्लैश हो रहा है,
यस,
राइट। आपको साइड लाइन पे बैठना है, जब भी आपको अट्रैक्टिव प्राइस आएगा, राइट।
मतलब इमीडिएटली आपको पता चल रहा है सस्ता हो रहा है, महंगा हो रहा है।
एग्जैक्टली।
ओके ओके। तो कमिंग टू इक्विटीज, हाउ डू यू, अब कैसे इक्विटीज में कैसे इन्वेस्ट करते हो?
So like we mentioned कि I am a quant fund. Essentially we use quant rules to decide what to buy and sell. So there is this, you know, I always give this example of a book. It's called the Little Book That Beats the Market. It you know, in that the author had given a formula. It is called the magic formula. And he takes 2 ratios: return on capital employed and EV by EBITDA. रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल एसेंशियली इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द हेल्थ ऑफ अ बिजनेस, कि आपने अगर 100 रुपया बिजनेस में लगाया तो उस पर अपना वो साल पैसा कितना छूटा, समझो आपने 20 रुपया प्रॉफिट किया तो 20% आपका रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड है, राइट। एंड EV बाय EBITDA इज सॉर्ट ऑफ अ वैल्यूएशन मेट्रिक, लाइक प्राइस टू अर्निंग्स इज ऑल्सो अनदर वैल्यूएशन मेट्रिक। तो वो क्या करते हैं उसमें कि यू नो यू गेट बोथ दीज मेट्रिक्स, आप रैंकिंग बनाओ हर बिजनेस का, टॉप 30 बिजनेसेस को इक्वल वेटेज में आप बाय करिए, एंड एवरी ईयर आप यही रूल फॉलो करते जाइए। इट्स सरप्राइजिंग दैट आई टेस्टेड दिस इन 2018, इट डिड समथिंग लाइक 25% per annum.
25% per annum
from 2001 to 2018
with this approach.
Such a simple approach, right? Now, you know, the idea is that Bharat, if you look at the Nifty, Nifty has done 12% per annum long-term returns. What is Nifty essentially? Nifty is a basket of 50 stocks. How are those 50 stocks picked? It is picked by essentially the largest stocks in the country,
yes,
right? Based on free float market cap का एक concept होता है कि ये free float जो market cap है which is available to the public for trading, essentially उसके basis पे whatever is the largest just by the top 50 every year, ये 6 monthly rebalance करते हैं, something as silly as that. तो ये भी quant rule हो गया,
yes,
there is no human intervention. NSE का चेयरमैन सुबह आके तो नहीं बोलता है आज मुझे ये निफ्टी में डालना है, ये तो रूल है, फॉलो करना ही है, whoever it is, whoever the chairman is, CEO, you have to keep following this rule.
correct.
So this long term has done 12.5%, something so silly.
Okay.
So he said, fine, can we make something a little smarter, right? Can we actually add fundamental factors to the model? Where we are saying ROC, ROE, working capital ratios, promoter age, promoter holding, figuring out different things. तो हमने वैसे मॉडल बनाया है कि ओके फाइन, यू बेस्ड, इट्स कॉल्ड अ मल्टी फैक्टर मॉडल। ये मल्टीपल अलग अलग फैक्टर के बेसिस पे हम रैंकिंग देते हैं, हम टॉप 30 बिजनेसेस खरीदते हैं इन इक्वल वेटेज, एंड एवरी ईयर वी churn the portfolio. Something as simple as this also works. Idea is what you can become rich without actively stock picking.
Okay.
Right? Stock picking के लिए आपको टाइम चाहिए, आप जाइए फैक्ट्री में जाइए, मैनेजमेंट से मिलिए. Not everyone has access. Not everyone has enough bandwidth also to do something like this. And the one thing that is needed in this entire game is emotional intelligence. तो क्वांट इन्वेस्टिंग आपको वो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस देता है कि कोई सिस्टम है, हमें सिस्टम चुपचाप से फॉलो करना है. डोंट ट्राई टू ब्रेक द सिस्टम. ये टाइम टेस्टेड सिस्टम है. आप 20, 30, 50, 100 ईयर्स देखेंगे ये सिस्टम चलते आए हैं.
मतलब फियर, ग्रीड, पैनिक वाले जो फैक्टर है वो एलिमिनेट हो जाता है.
वो एलिमिनेट हो जाता है. यू हैव टू ओनली फॉलो द सिस्टम.
ओके.
So but that is the hardest part also in this entire. So that's how we go out, you know, around our stock picking journey, हम बोलते हैं कि okay fine, based on these factors we'll create a basket of stocks. So one of the strategies, we run 4 different strategies today. One of the strategies is based on this. Another strategy where 40% gold is deployed. Essentially out there it is more about asset allocation. कि आपको गोल्ड में कितना डालना है, विद इन इक्विटी ऑल्सो आपको मोमेंटम में कितना डालना है, लो वॉल स्टॉक्स में कितना डालना है, एंड वी वांट टू क्रिएट अ गुड रिस्क एडजस्टेड पोर्टफोलियो.
ओके ओके ओके. तो अभी आप ये रूल्स के बारे में बता रहे हैं ना क्वांट इन्वेस्टिंग में. सो यू आर जस्ट लाइक ब्यूटीफुली समराइज्ड कि क्वांट इन्वेस्टिंग क्या है. बिकॉज आपने पहले बोला ना, आपने बहुत सही बोला कि क्वांट और एआई के बीच में बहुत कन्फ्यूजन है लोगों को. तो एआई इज समथिंग दैट विल थिंक ऑन इट्स ओन एंड पिक स्टॉक्स. क्वांट इज समथिंग यू थिंक, आप रूल्स बनाओगे और वो रूल्स सिस्टम फॉलो करके आपको स्टॉक्स स्क्रीन करके देगा, फिल्टर करके देगा.
करेक्ट है.
तो अभी ये स्क्रीनिंग के लिए ना, व्हाट आर द रूल्स यू फॉलो? आपके रूल्स क्या है, सेट ऑफ रूल्स?
So the first and the most important part is I think return on capital employed. तो चार्ली मंगर का एक कोट है कि in the long term the return on capital that a business generates, right, कि जो बिजनेस में पैसा लगाया गया है उस पर जो प्रमोटर है वो कितना पैसा कमाता है, that will very well match the stock price. If a business is generating 20% return on capital, उसका stock भी 20% return आपको देगा.
Okay.
And the reason he says that is that, say for example, I always give the example of a sandwich वाला, कि सैंडविच वाला को आपने 100 रुपया दिया सैंडविच का स्टॉल लगाने के लिए, वो साल का 20 रुपया कमा रहा है, तो उसका एट द एंड ऑफ द डे 120 रुपया ही वैल्यू होएगा.
करेक्ट.
उसके ऊपर 200 रुपया तो वैल्यू नहीं होएगा. इफ ही डज दिस कंटिन्यूसली फॉर 10 years, से ही जनरेट्स 26%, तो उसका 100 का 1000 रुपया हो जाएगा.
Correct.
Essentially, just because he's not listed, so you can't see the stock, but the value is what return he is generating in the business. It cannot be more than that in the long term. In the short term, price variation hota hai, that's where you get opportunities. If you can figure out, he's making more than what the market is seeing, right? Or he's going to make more than what the market is seeing. That's where value can be generated. But essentially, return on capital employed is the most important metric that we look at. Other things that we are looking at, a combination of factors. One is quarter on quarter earnings growth. कि earnings growth कैसा आ रहा है? Is there momentum in earnings? What is the track record of the company? For example, 4 years, 5 years, return on capital, working capital ratios क्या है उनके? So we have sort of customized it to find the businesses that we like and we are comfortable with holding.
Okay.
जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि different people have different ways of investing. There is not one way of making money. There are multiple ways of making money in the market. Right? We like to own businesses that are brands, that have a good track record. कि उन्होंने they have proven themselves. I'm not looking at someone new. For example, maybe something like a Zomato at its very early stages might not come as a part of my portfolio. But maybe something like a Page Industries, when it's a lot smaller, but it's yet showing track record, right? Is becoming a part of my portfolio because हाँ उन्होंने 5 साल दिखाया है कि they are able to deliver.
Correct.
So a lot of times we are willing to buy businesses slightly more expensive, and they are available expensive because they are coming with some amount of surety. बंदा 5 साल से कर रहा है काम, उसे पता है उसे क्या करना है, right?
True.
So based on these factors, we get that 20-30 business list, stock list, and then we are buying all those businesses in equal weightage.
Okay. So आपका यूजुअली जो आपने रूल सेट करके रखा है, फिल्टर सेट करके रखा है, उसमें मार्केट कैप का भी फिल्टर है?
So we generally like to buy smaller businesses. तो क्या होता है कि we are looking for
किस रेंज के मार्केट कैप में?
Average market cap of the portfolio would be about 7,500-8,000 crores.
Okay.
That is the average market cap. Generally we have seen a pattern. अब डेटा देखेंगे. The smaller the business in terms of in chunks of portfolios, मतलब आप 50-60 business एक साथ देखेंगे, the smaller the higher the return that you're getting. But obviously you have to take on more risk also.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
So because simple है ना, मतलब sandwich वाला he can generate 100% return on capital also every month because size बहुत छोटा है. As you get bigger, it becomes harder. So 2 things that you want to look at when you want to pick a business: one is return on capital, second is scalability. Right? Sandwich wala has 100% return on capital, but he has no scalability.
Correct.
So you want to find the business जहाँ पे there is high return on capital and it can scale up also.
Okay.
Those industries will see the maximum growth. In that stock, you will make the maximum money. See, then after that, PE expansion and all those things become a party for you.
Okay.
Right? They are not in your control. But essentially, when things are going really well, people are willing to pay high prices for something like that.
बट हाउ डू आइडेंटिफाई कि ये कैसे पहचाने जब बिजनेसेस पिक करते हैं या मतलब फिल्टर करते हैं स्टॉक्स को कि इसका स्केलेबिलिटी 5x है या 10x है, वो कैसे पहचानना है?
So essentially what you want to do is a past data देखो, आपको फ्यूचर का तो कुछ पता नहीं है, आपको प्रिडिक्शन तो करना नहीं है. So what we are saying is that if I use these filters and I would pick businesses based on these filters in the past, how would they have done? Right? That's what we call a back test.
Okay.
राइट हम बैक टेस्टिंग जो टर्म यूज़ करते हैं एसेंशियली हम बोलते हैं कि ठीक है, गोइंग बैक 2001, आई एम इन 2025 टुडे, गोइंग बैक टू 2001, okay, based on these filters, these are the businesses that are coming up. If I bought them and then I sold them, say, after 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, what kind of returns I would have generated? And I kept doing this repeatedly year after year. What kind of portfolio I would have built? How would my portfolio look after 10 or 15 years? If it's looking good, I think the answer is there, right? That, okay, fine, consistently I'm able to pick good businesses. So I'm not making predictions. I'm looking at the past. I'm not trying to, so a lot of times people say, अरे आप तो past, past देख रहे हो, and past में तो it is very different from the future. Yeah, past is very different from the future. But, like I said, if the environment is the same, if we are in a stable environment, if, the government is very favorable, then I think equities will continue to do well.
Okay.
That is something you have to be able to, sort of take a macro view on. Like today, आप जैसे, बहुत फंड मैनेजर से आप बात करेंगे, दे आर वेरी, they speak very boldly about India. Next India growth story, India 2050. And if you take one step inside, okay, fine, why are they talking about these things? There is a reason, right? Because look at what the government is doing. Government is actually trying to push businesses. Actually saying that, what, we want you all to do well.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So then it becomes very obvious that, okay, fine, equities will do well if all this remains stable.
Okay. Do you have any examples which you would like to share कि past trade आपने कुछ लिया है, past कोई multi bagger stock में आपने invest किया है?
So for example, like there have been a lot of cases where we've made, we've done very well. For example, like one of our winners have been, I will not name the stock, but from the solar industry. And 5 years ago I didn't know much about the solar industry, but essentially because there was a track record of the promoter, because there was a high return on capital employed, multiple factors, the stock became a part of the portfolio, and it became a 10x for us in less than 1.5 2 years.
10x in 1.5 2 years.
Right. So essentially something like these kind of things happen. There are anomalies, but they do happen. And we could witness it even without knowing the entire story of the stock, just because of the model. And then if I go back in the model, I see, yeah, we've had, if I go
क्या देखते हो आपकी?
Essentially, if it has to happen really fast, right? See, if you do the math, 10x in 10 years is 26% per annum, right? So which is a reasonable number that people are doing on a portfolio also, right? You could do on a portfolio essentially. But if you had to do like a 10x in 2-3 years, ideally you have to be able to time the market really. You have to time the stock really well.
Okay.
So it has to be available very cheap. There needs to be a very strong industry tailwind. That's what we saw in solar, right? Like there was a crazy industry tailwind. The government suddenly started pushing. Right, and the demand went up through the roof. Right, so luck becomes a factor out there, and obviously there needs to be scalability. The entire business needs to be scalable. I don't think so anyone is able to predict whether a stock can become a 10x in 1 or 2 years. But you keep getting exposed, and at some point of time you will have that winner. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger speak about this thing. There are 2 errors in investing. एक बोलते हैं error of omission, दूसरा बोलते हैं एरर ऑफ कमीशन. एरर ऑफ कमीशन क्या होता है कि मैंने स्टॉक लिया और वो 30% गिर गया, 40% गिर गया, सो दैट्स एन एरर कि यार मैंने गलत प्राइस पे दी. एंड दोज एरर्स आर देयर एंड दे आर ओके, दे आर नॉट सो एक्सपेंसिव एक्चुअली. What they say is that the error of omission is actually the biggest mistake. I had to buy the stock and I had to buy a good position size, but I did not buy it. So for example, Warren Buffett says I have made a $10 billion mistake when I did not buy Walmart. Or when I did not, after meeting Jeff Bezos, I did not invest in Amazon.
Okay.
Right? It was a $20 billion mistake. So how much can you lose, right? You can only lose how much you've invested.
Yes.
But that opportunity cost can be infinite, right?
Correct.
In the market. So essentially, idea is that you need to have exposure first. You don't have exposure, right? And you don't swing your bat when it's needed to be swung.
True.
Right? You're going to miss out.
मतलब आपने अभी बताया ना, तो इन जनरल अगर अच्छे स्टॉक्स ढूंढना है या मतलब हायर रिटर्न्स एक्सपेक्ट करना है, मल्टी बैगर रिटर्न्स एक्सपेक्ट करना है, तो सेक्टर में टेलविंड जैसा फैक्टर हमें ढूंढना चाहिए.
100%.
ओके. तो अभी करंट मार्केट में डू यू सी एनी सेक्टर्स दैट आर काइंड ऑफ लाइक इन अ टेलविंड, जो मान लो कि नेक्स्ट यू वुड से लाइक कि हाँ नेक्स्ट 5 years में या 10 years में दिस विल बी द गोल्डन सेक्टर, ये एक सोने जैसा सेक्टर हो सकता है जहाँ से मल्टी बैगर्स आ सकते हैं.
I think like now looking at where the markets are, one thing that is going to do extremely well is any sector which has sort of hard assets and commodities and the underlying. So because of what we were speaking earlier, कि क्या हो गया है ना कि if a lot of money printing will happen, any business that is holding hard assets or sort of has commodities or minerals as the underlying say raw material, or the business revolves around that, those businesses end up doing very well. I don't know whether something will become a 10x or a 20x in the next 1-2 years. I cannot predict the next what's going to be like the next AI boom, right? So we have seen, for example, the AI boom. Very hard for someone to predict something like that. But if we had to say that what would be a good place to fish, I think a good place to fish would be any business that is sitting on a good amount of hard assets, right?
जैसे कि मिनरल्स हो गए या
Exactly.
कोल माइंस हो गए या मतलब जो भी है, कॉपर.
You have to then find value in the right one, obviously. You have to figure out what is the best. For example, last 5 years we saw solar. The solar journey is yet continuing, the story is yet continuing, right? It's not like there are yet businesses that are available at good prices. But वहाँ पे क्या होता है कि कोई भी business में when the business does extremely well, over capacity आ जाता है. There is that risk now. It happened in China also. Essentially, like the solar industry in China, I think from 2005 or 6, they saw that boom for 10-15 years, and then after that, it's only been like a downhill. Like all the companies are in earnings degrowth today. So you have to be able to time the sector correctly. But if I had to give advice, why do you want to look for all these things, right? Ultimately, if you do a 25-26% per annum, you can do 10x in 10 years.
Okay.
Why you want to, enter a low probability game where you want to find a 10x in 2 years, right? How many businesses become a 10x in 2 years? Very few.
Very few, yes.
Right? And in hunt of those few, you're taking sort of a gamble out there.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If you can wait a little bit and you do 10x in 10 years, that's also a large number. And it can be done with a lot of certainty. So, मैं आपसे पहले बात कर रहा था, right? Essentially, the role of quant is what to reduce that role of luck.
अच्छा, okay.
In investing. As an investor, you want to reduce the role of luck, right? आप आज 1 करोड़ डालेंगे, 10 साल में 10 करोड़ होता है. It's a large amount of money, right? And it can be done with a very high probability.
Correct. Okay.
Right? So don't play the low probability game. Where you're
तो
looking.
अभी आप बोल रहे हो कि अगर हम जल्दी मल्टीबैगर्स ढूंढने जाएंगे तो that's a low probability game.
100%, right?
Okay.
Naturally, you play a high probability game. No, you have to ask the right question itself, right? If you ask me, Rishabh, can I find a 10x in 1 year? Yeah, there will be enough cases after 1 year where a stock has become 10x. But what is the probability of you finding it?
Correct.
Right? It's going to be low because the number is going to be few.
That is true. और अभी आपने ये सेक्टर के बारे में बताया ना कि वो सेक्टर अच्छा करेंगे जो एसेट्स के ऊपर बैठे.
Right.
तो इसका लॉजिक भी आपने बताया है कि राइट नाउ अभी जिस तरीके के कंडीशंस हैं वहाँ पर मनी प्रिंटिंग बहुत ज़्यादा होगा. मनी प्रिंटिंग होगा तो कमोडिटीज़ का प्राइस बढ़ेगा.
Right.
और इनके पास ऑलरेडी वो कमोडिटीज़ है. यही वो लोग हैं जो कमोडिटीज़ निकाल के बेचते हैं.
Absolutely.
तो इनका भी वैल्यू ऑटोमेटिकली बढ़ना चाहिए. राइट.
Absolutely correct.
ओके. एंड दैट्स अ सॉलिड लॉजिक. एंड ऑल्सो उसके साथ ना एक ये भी याद है कि ऐसे केस में सर्विस कंपनीज का क्या होगा जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करते हैं या मतलब कमोडिटीज़ खरीद के मैन्युफैक्चर किया बेचा, तो उनका क्या होगा वहाँ पर ना. शुड वी लाइक वहाँ पर 2 फैक्टर्स आई वांटेड टू नो. पहला तो वो है कि जिनके पास ब्रांड पावर है,
Right.
वो तो मतलब प्राइस कुछ भी करेंगे. और दूसरा वो है कि जिनके पास मतलब ब्रांड पावर नहीं है, B2B वाले बिजनेस में, तो इनमें मतलब हाउ इट कैन प्ले आउट.
See, generally, like, if you were to look at a steady state portfolio, obviously B2C businesses end up getting better valuations because उनके पास brand power है, जैसे आपने बताया. Or to build a brand, it takes very long. To build that moat takes very long. So, those businesses are more short bets than the B2B businesses. But again, it is very case to case. Like, you do not need to be a genius in all sectors to make money. For example, like, I know this one investor in the US, he has made a lot of money just investing in insurance businesses. He does not understand any other business other than insurance businesses. All his life, all he has done is looked at one sector. And every sector goes through cycles.
Correct.
Right? Whether it's coal, whether it's insurance, whether it's AI, they'll all go through cycles and there'll be a point where they'll all deliver great returns. Right? So you want to become sort of that circle of competence, right? You want to become good at one thing and you want to stick to that. You'll get an opportunity. You need to wait. Right? So to answer your question, whether it's B2C or B2B, I think as a retail investor, what I want to do is first build the knowledge base. You take up any one business within one industry also there are 20-30 businesses.
Correct.
Even if the industry does not do well, no, you will find 3 businesses that will do well.
Do well, yes.
Right, which will be available at a good price. So it is not that hard to make money. You know, you don't listen to what, you know, your neighbor is saying or what the other guy is saying, because that will be, there's too much noise available.
Correct.
Right. So idea is that, you know, you can see, if you look at Buffett's portfolio, he has no exposure to tech businesses. Right. Yet over the last 20 years, he's done extremely well, wherein we are in an environment where only tech has done extremely well. Right. Today, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq is essentially being moved by the top 5 or 10 businesses, and almost all are tech businesses.
Correct.
But in an environment like this also, someone like Buffett, without having exposure to them, has done extremely well. Right? When did he invest in Apple? When he thought that now they have brand power, now it's no more a tech play. Right? He invested at a $30 in 2017. It became like a 240, 250. Right now he's been trimming his position.
Correct.
But essentially, you know, he is stuck to his circle of competence. He's saying, अगर मेरे को जो चीज़ नहीं समझ में आता है, I will not touch it.
मतलब जिसमें समझ आ रहा है उसमें इन्वेस्ट करो, बनेंगे पैसे.
Exactly.
Right? एंड अभी आपने ये बोला ना कि क्वांट में यू हैव फिक्स सेट ऑफ रूल्स, उनको फॉलो करना है, उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना है. एंड यूजुअली लाइक पीपल हैव फिक्स सेट ऑफ रूल्स. तो क्या होता है ना कि उन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया, कोई अच्छा स्टॉक मिल गया, मान लो कि स्टॉक डबल हो गया, 30, 40, 50% बढ़ गया, तो उसके बाद ना मतलब दिल में शुरू होता है कि यार बेच दो क्या, प्राइस गिरेगा क्या. रूल्स रहेंगे बट रूल्स फॉलो करना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. एंड दैट्स वाई लाइक यू नो हाउ टू गेट दिस कन्विक्शन टू होल्ड. एंड ऑल्सो क्वांट में अगर आप लॉजिक यू नो ऐड करना चाहो कि अगर स्टॉक का प्राइस बढ़ रहा है एंड यू हैव टू जस्टिफाई दैट लॉजिक, ताकि मतलब हमें अंदर से कुछ कन्विक्शन मिल सके कि हाँ अभी इसको होल्ड करना है, अभी प्रॉफिट बुक करना है. हाउ डू वी डू दैट?
So, you know, generally I always talk about first principles. कि अगर आपने कोई क्वांट मॉडल बिल्ड किया है, you want to strip everything down to basics, and आप बताओगे कि let me think in terms of first principles कि why is this model doing well, right? So why does the stock price move up? Because underlying earnings is coming. If long term underlying earnings नहीं आएगा, आप कितना भी you know you do whatever you want, the stock will not move, right? So when you're building a model, if you want conviction, you know, so like you said, right, most people model बना देते हैं, फिर वो चलाते हैं, फिर stock थोड़ा ऊपर गया, थोड़ा नीचे गया, बोलते you know either there's greed or there's fear, I want to exit. And the reason is because you're not knowing why the model works or doesn't work, right? It's like taking a tip from your friend, right? Your friend said, you know, buy this company, it's going to go up.
Correct.
Right? You know, you bought it and it is down 10%, you will, I don't want to do this anymore, right? But maybe 3 days after that, it's up 30%. You don't have conviction because you don't have knowledge. So conviction comes from knowledge, right?
Okay.
Conviction only comes from knowledge. There is no other way to get convinced to hold a business. Right? So even with the quant model, you need to know कि आप ये quant model चलता क्यों है. For example, you know, last year a lot of people invested in momentum ETFs and momentum funds. Right? A lot of quant funds run a momentum approach.
Yes.
But a lot of the investors don't know कि why momentum works. Right? Essentially, you want to ask the question, ये क्यों चलता है? अगर आप फंड मैनेजर के पास जा रहे हो, पूछोगे ना कि आपका मॉडल क्यों चलता है?
सही बात.
Yeah, like is there? He has to answer you कि there is underlying earnings growth. But why is underlying earnings growth coming in these businesses? So if you are able to ask that question in a very curious manner, right? So you have to, like Elon Musk talks about this, कि first principles thinking, you strip everything down to the basics. कि for example, NASA rocket बना रहा है, ये rocket इतना महंगा क्यों है? Right?
Yes.
इसको strip down करते हैं, ठीक है, ये plastic लगेगा, ये metal लगेगा, ये लगेगा. He figured, अरे you know, maybe the battery is the most expensive part of the rocket.
Yes.
वो तो हमें बनाना आता ही है. हम तो EV बना ही रहे.
Correct.
Right? So we can make it very cheap. And they're probably making it 1/10 the cost because he's able to think in terms of first principles. Same thing in investing, right? आप quant investing भी करेंगे, आप सोचिए कि ठीक है, अगर momentum चलता है क्यों चलता है, अगर आपने कोई मॉडल बनाया वो क्यों चलता है, earnings growth आ रहा है क्या? So everything boils down to earnings growth in investing, right? उसके आगे पीछे कुछ भी नहीं है.
जब तक earnings growth हो रहा है तब तक स्टॉक बढ़ेगा, जब earnings growth रुक गया तो गिर जाएगा.
Exactly. So if a stock is up 50%, you want to question why it is up 50%.
Yes. True. That is true. And so अभी तक जो हमने डिस्कस किया है, जस्ट टू समराइज, नेक्स्ट 4 to 5 years और 6 years में, लाइक वन सेक्टर दैट कुड डू वेल इन द सेंस कि जिसके पास कमोडिटी है, हार्ड एसेट्स है, वो सेक्टर अच्छा कर सकता है बिकॉज हेल लॉट ऑफ मनी कैन बी प्रिंटेड इन नेक्स्ट 5 to 10 years टाइम पीरियड.
Absolutely.
एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स वेयर टू लुक फॉर मल्टीबैगर्स मैंने लिखा था, वहाँ पर वही उसी सेक्टर में आ जाएगा मोस्टली इफ दे वांट टू बिल्ड अ पोर्टफोलियो और लुक फॉर मल्टीबैगर स्टॉक्स. And of course, gold and silver, it can continue to go up until central banks are buying it, until money print हो रहा है.
Yeah, gold specifically because central bank will continue purchasing.
एंड ऑल्सो निफ्टी सेंसेक्स भी आपने डिस्कस किया, आपने एड्रेस किया कि मार्केट्स विल बी वे हायर देन वेयर इट इज़ राइट नाउ
Yes.
बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एंटायर सिचुएशन. तो अभी पूरे डिस्कशन में यही है कि कैश के ऊपर मत बैठो, एसेट्स के ऊपर बैठो.
Yeah.
Right.
So you want to keep fishing. You want to keep looking. Even if you're sitting on cash, you need to have a plan. Okay, no problem. If something is not available today, it's okay to sit on cash. You do not need to be desperate, but you need to have a plan. When I get the opportunity, I need to strike. See, opportunity does not come very often, but when it comes, you need to be ready.
अच्छा, okay.
Right? You know, you have to keep preparing. You keep preparing, and then it'll be 1 day, 1 month. Maybe it'll be a 20-day window for you.
Yes.
आप COVID देखेंगे, that crash came in the month of March.
Yes,
In the month of March, it started falling around end of Feb. 1 month market was down about, Nifty was down 38%. Small cap, mid caps were down 50%. You had a 2-month opportunity. If you wanted to start building, you don't even need to pick a stock.
Correct.
You pick the index at the low. You would, your 5-year return would have been 35% or 30%.
Yes.
Right? But you have to be prepared in an opportunity like this.
Correct. एंड ऑल्सो आपने देखा होगा कि आपने डे इन डे आउट जब आप मार्केट देखते हो, लोगों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करते हो, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि मोस्ट ऑफ द जो कॉमन इन्वेस्टर्स है, रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, वो लॉसेस क्यों करते हैं? वाई दे लूज मनी?
I think simply you're just getting in and out too often. Right?
Okay.
मतलब आप if you're trading once a month, twice a month, if you're you're buying and selling very regularly, right? Sort of it's the system is made against you because there are transaction costs, STT, brokerage, all these things just add up over time, right? And I think the second thing is okay, without knowledge, if you're doing something, you can't sustain it for long periods of time, right?
Okay.
I don't know anyone who has made money, who has created wealth, right? A lot of people have made money without knowledge. Because there are only 2 outcomes, either you win or you lose in this, right? There is no third, fourth outcome. It's pretty straightforward, right? So, but to do this over a 10, 15, 20 year period, to compound money and create wealth, I don't know anyone who's done it without knowledge, right? I don't know anyone who's become rich because his friend told him to buy a stock, right?
That is
so,
true.
I think that without knowledge, I think that's where most retailers are sort of, getting stuck. And it's not only retailers, there are a lot of ultra HNIs also who are getting stuck, right? They probably build money in their businesses,
Yes.
but they think that, I can do stock picking. क्या होता है ना भरत, ये जो स्टॉक मार्केट का बिजनेस है ना, उसमें कोई एंट्री बैरियर नहीं है.
हाँ.
मैं भी कर सकता हूँ, मेरा प्यून भी कर सकता है, मेरा वॉचमैन भी कर सकता है, मेरा ड्राइवर भी कर सकता है. हम चारों ने अकाउंट खोला डीमैट, चारों ने रिलायंस खरीदा है.
ओके.
तो हम लोग चारों के बीच में डिफरेंस क्या है? डिफरेंस है कि आई बॉट विद डिफरेंट इंटेंशन बिकॉज आई स्टडीड द बिजनेस. He bought because the watchman told him or the panwala told him. If the stock falls 3%, he will sell. I won't sell because I know why the business will do well. So there is no entry barrier. All of us bought the same stock.
Correct.
But our journey will be very different.
Okay.
I will have the ability to hold for 5 years, right? Like we hear so many stories ke yaar, in the US and especially on the West Coast, there are, guys who made millions of dollars on the Bitcoin, right? But if you look at the journey, right, very few people have been able to hold. I don't have a view on the Bitcoin, but essentially, like you see how volatile it is, it's fallen 70, 80, 90%.
Yes.
To go through something like that, just mentally, today you are worth 100 crores, tomorrow you are worth 5 crores.
Yeah.
Right? Can you go through something like that? You can't, right? Unless you have conviction and you have knowledge of the underlying asset.
Okay.
That differentiation is needed, and that's where most retailers are actually.
Okay. मतलब वही है कि उनको पता नहीं है कि क्यों इन्वेस्ट करना है और रिटर्न्स एक्सपेक्ट करना है तो कितना करना है बेस्ड ऑन द अंडरलाइंग बिजनेस.
इफ यू हैव द नॉलेज देन आई थिंक यू विल बी एबल टू होल्ड ऑन. अगर आपको पता नहीं है बिजनेस बहुत अच्छा है.
ओके.
एक जेफ बेजोस का एक वीडियो है वेयर इन 2001 व्हेन द टेक द बबल केम एंड stock was down 60-70%. He's like, I just went back and I opened an annual report and I looked at all the metrics. He's like, customer retention has gone up. Average customer ticket size has gone up. The month-on-month number of customers have gone up. But the stock is down 70%. There is no reason.
Yeah.
Right? So it's so simple. He's like, I had more conviction.
Correct.
Imagine the CEO of a company is going and questioning his own company because the stock is down 70%. But he was able to sort of, believe in himself because, okay, all business metrics are showing that we are doing very well. So there is no reason to panic.
Yes. True. Yeah. Thanks, Rishabh. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Bharat. Thanks for having me.